everybody, welcome back and welcome to another Wednesday installment of Abandoned and Forgotten Places. Now, speaking of Wednesday installments, we had a lot of new subscribers jump on board lately. So real quick, I just want to explain what the difference is between a Wednesday video and a Saturday video, because some of you have been asking down in the comments section. Well, of our entire subscriber base, a lot of people like the way that we film Saturday episodes, which is a much more advanced production with drone work and 360 cameras and things like that. We save that for Saturday episodes. The other side of our base, they really enjoy just the basic forward-facing camera like I used to do when I first started the channel. And because back then, that's all it was. It was just one microphone and a forward-facing camera, and I would explore mines. And a lot of our subscribers enjoy that kind of production. So before we kicked off the 2024 summer exploring season, I decided, all right, I'm going to make both camps happy. And we're going to do traditional forward-facing, old school on Wednesdays. And then on Saturdays, that'll be the big... more fancier type of a production. All right, so let me tell you what we've got going on today. So you guys just got done, or you're maybe right in the middle of watching some tungsten mines that we've been exploring lately. Well, we found another one right here that's even older. And that's what got us all excited. So we've got a couple really cool cabins up here, and up on top of the hill there's a big cut that stretches all the way across the top of the hill. You can see it easily on Google Earth. But here's the neat thing, guys. It's got a haulage at it, according to the report, that's 1,800 feet long. Yeah, that's something. So what you're about to see, if it isn't collapsed, is a wonderful colonoscopy video today. You're going to absolutely love it. So everybody sit down in front of your screens, because when we have haulage adits that go out that long, that's what I call these videos, is a colonoscopy video. I think you're going to enjoy it. Let's hope it's not collapsed since it's so darn old. All right, so first things first, let's kind of peek through these little cabins here, and then we're going to hike higher up on the hill to the largest waste rock pile and see if we can find the main haulage adit. Okay, let's start with this one first. We'll poke up in here and see what this one's all about. Wow, this is neat. Let me turn some lights on in here. Look at how this was constructed. With like 12 by 12 cut on a mill timbers that are making basically the outside of the building here. Yeah, well, and I wouldn't say 12 by 12, more like 12 by 8. Here we had some people up in here, they left their knives, forks, and spoons. And there's some graffiti there from visitors that have been up here. Oh, by the way, yes, the lovely Miss Laura is with us today. I had to have her hold the camera because there was no place to set it down. Now look at this lighting here, Laura. This looks like 50s to me. Mm-hmm. 40s or 50s.
Probably when they were up here reworking it.
Probably. Yep. So even though the report is saying that this goes back to the early 1800s, it's quite possible that they were reworking it in the 40s and 50s, like the other tungsten mine we explored. All right, let's go up in here. I love all this green, except it's going to be all full of ticks. We're going to have to do a tick check tonight. That'll be fun. Okay, what do we have in here? Well, Susan was in here back in 1978. Again, pretty much kind of the same construction. The only difference is this one has wallboard on it to help keep the wind out. But not seeing anything too interesting in here. Anything hiding over here? No, nothing hiding over back behind that. except a bunch of spider webs and an old broom, but that's about it. Okay, yep, not too much to see. It does say Palo. I don't know, there's some writing right above my head here, Laura, but I can't make it out.
Yeah, I looked at it. It's too faint.
Yeah, it's really faint. Okay, so here's the valley below. Just a beautiful day as I pan up, up, up. Let me show you where we're going. Old Bob's sitting right over there. The haze in the air that you guys are seeing is cold front blew through and picked up a bunch of dust off of the Great Salt Lake and blew it this direction, so the skies have been hazy lately. Now we've got something over here. Since we're right here, let's just go take a look at it. The report said that they were milling the ore on site. We've got a little trail right here. Let's walk over there real quick and take a look at it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's an interesting looking thing right there, isn't it? Looks like it fell off. Wonder what it could have been. Never seen anything quite like that. All right. And we have some foundations up here. Let me get up a little bit higher, guys, on these foundations. See if there's anything else interesting to point the camera at. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Yep. We have the remnants of an old foundation to a mill site here. You can see the pylons right there and right here. That everything's just kind of sloughing off the hill. And over here we had some more. Oh yeah, that's what I saw on Google Earth. That one fell over. This one fell over. And off to the right, another one over here. Now this one had a piece of equipment on it. I can tell by the studs and then the float that they put on top of the concrete. You see the float right here? So this was your initial pour, and then they added some softer float, and then they set the piece of equipment on it so that it would smush and lay flat. All right, let's take one last look around before I start hiking up the hill. Take a look at this old mine site right here. Isn't that cool? All right, guys, I'm gonna start hiking up the side of the hill, see if we can find that big haulage adit. I'll see you up there. Okay, guys, there we are, higher up on the hill. And right down below me here is, or what was left of the main portal. And it goes underneath this big rock, but it's all collapsed now. So I had to climb up and over the rock and to look up this direction. And as you can see, what we have going on here is a big open stope where they cleaned out the entire vein, going all the way that way and continuing up and over the top of the hill. So Laura is up here right now. Let me get down here. Let me scoot over here. She has already walked up past the collapse. We're trying to find a way into this thing. This part of the haulage adit is all collapsed. Let's look up here. All right, what did you find?
Well, you might be able to, I don't know if you can even drop down here. You might have long enough legs, but the glasses are all fogged up. I can't tell if it goes around the corner. I mean, this is real
sketchy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at all that's come down, and it's wet too. You got stools over. Oh yeah, look at what's over our heads.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty frightening in here. Look at all the stuff that wants to come down and has over the years. See those giant blocks up there? And it's just all filled in.
Yeah, there's some old cans down there. I mean, I don't know how old they are.
Oh yeah. Let's look down here. Let me get my lights turned on. It's wet. Yeah, there's a bunch of cans. I can see how it might go back underneath towards the way out, but this was the way in. But look, it's all collapsed.
Can you tell? Does it go over there under the collapse?
No, I
Pinched
can tell.
off?
Yeah, it's pinched off, for sure. It's pinched off. Even if you got down there, it's not going to go anywhere because all that came down. We have no choice but, well, here's the problem now. Since the way in is pinched, the higher we go on the hill, that means we're going to be on top of the stope. 75 to 100 feet between the haulage, adit, and surface.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to shut the camera off for a second. We're going to poke around, see if we can find a way into this thing. So give us a minute. We'll be back. All right, guys, here we are, about 50 to 75 feet higher up on the side of the hill. I knew we would find another level. So it's too bad we couldn't get into the main haulage adit, but at least we have another level here. Let's take a peek at it and look at all the quartz. A lot of this to me is starting to look like barite, but according to the report, this had tungsten in it. Okay, let's get the lights on. What's this one gonna do? Yeah, I can tell we are in some really ancient workings in this mine. See how they were clearing all this out? So here's the vein right here off to the left, sticking to the hanging wall. They didn't clean that out, but basically what we've got is an open stope running the entire length of the hill, all the way up and down over to the other side with these old stalls bracing their way back and forth. That's so that the miners could stand on those with planking and work the ore out of the mine. So all this is collapsed. Boy, we gotta be real careful in here, Laura. There could be a hangar just waiting to come down.
Yeah.
I don't want to. This is forcing us to go back up again. I don't want to go up. I want to get down and get underneath it all. Like that right there. Okay. Oh boy, listen to this, Laura. Come over here. Okay, guys, hold on 1 second. Listen.
Is there a waterfall in here?
There's a waterfall in here. Yep. We got a waterfall. All right, I'm going to have you hold the camera.
All right.
Because just had you pointed at me. We don't want to go up, we want to go down. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to go recon.
All right.
Let me see. See if this is worth it. Oh yeah, it's worth it. Let me get down here a little ways.
All right.
And then you can hand the camera to me. Boy, I hope none of this lets loose. Yikes. I'm gonna be squished like a bug. Okay. All right. Come on down. You probably want to go over the top of that stall. Would be your best bet. The lower haulage adit's going to be flooded anyways. You wouldn't believe it. You can hear all the water in here.
Can you reach it?
Okay, I got
Got it?
Yep. All right, guys. Let's see what we have. Hey, what's this? Hey, this is someone's lunchbox. I think this is someone's lunchbox right here. Look at this. No, take that back.
Hey, it's a log cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a log cabin.
That's an old log cabin syrup tin. Yep. All right. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, guys. That old nasty stall is holding up that big rock, and we got hangers all above us up there. Yikes. All right, let's walk. I'm gonna step over here a little closer to the edge. Look at this board. This one fell. Let's see if we can look down here. Oh yeah, see, we're gonna have an ore pass going down to the main haulage, but now this whole thing's filling up with water. You can see we got a waterfall in here, and it's all coming out from this level over there. Well, we're not able to get from here to there, guys. But this one is turning out to be a heck of a challenge. Let's look down there one more time. That's as close as I can get without slipping off the edge. I bet there's a big puddle of water down there. Let's throw a rock and listen for the kaplutch. All right, here we go. 2, 1. Nope, didn't hear a kaplutch, but it's definitely, I heard it hit the bottom 75 feet below us, and it goes up that way. All right, guys, we're gonna make a decision. We're either gonna call this one or keep hiking higher up on the side of the hill. I'll be back. Okay, once again, further up on the hill, looking down from where we just came from, found another level. Now we're about 150 feet above the main haulage adit, or what's left of it. So here, let me show you what we found here. Let me get the lights on. Boy, this is, I'll bet some of this all came down with an earthquake, Laura.
Yeah, very well could have.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have you hold that a second until I can get in here and get my footing, find a safe step where I know I'm not going to fall into the chasm of doom, which is right
about there.
Here. Okay. All right, guys, take a look at this. So you can clearly see here these support stalls stretching from the hanging wall to the footwall at one time had planking going across. You can see some of it out there so that the miners can walk over the top of this big stope and head off that direction, but most all the planking is gone now. And then looking down into the area that I just pointed out to you at the last level, and you can, this 360 ambient microphone might be able to pick that up. Here, I'm gonna shut up for a second, and maybe you can hear the waterfall. Yeah, lots of water down in there. Of course, we have an airplane flying over us right now. All right, well, we're almost to the top of this hill, so what we're gonna do is bounce over to the other side of the hill, and maybe we can find a haulage adit coming in from the other direction. We'll see you over there. Whew. Okay, guys, I'm about 300 feet higher up on the side of the mountain now. If you look out there, you can see another waste rock pile. That's where Laura's at right now, but unfortunately, it didn't do anything. She says it goes in a little ways. You're gonna get a wet foot if you go in, but it doesn't do much of anything. So that's the last bit of workings along this stretch of open stope that stretched across the side of the hill. Okay, let me pan off this direction to kind of give you guys a feel of the altitude I'm at right now. We're just about at, right around 8,000, 8,500 in this area, probably coming in on 9. That's why I can hardly breathe up here. And looking back that direction is where we just came poking in to each and every one of those open stopes. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get into this one. So it's time to hike back down the hill and get back to Old Bob. Okay, guys, I'm going to wait for Laura, and then we're going to start back down the hill. I'll see you back down by Old Bob. All right, guys. Well, I was really hoping for something more today. We knew that this was going to be an older mine, late 1800s, real early 1900s, like prior to 1910, kind of in there. I did find some square nails, and but unfortunately, all of the adits and all the stopes, we just couldn't get into the haulage adit and get down into that 1,800 foot long level. That's too bad. That would have been pretty neat. But even if we did, there's so much groundwater seeping in to this mine from snow melt. If we would have gotten down in there anyways, it was either going to be flooded, or so much water is dripping off the back of the mine that I wouldn't be able to bring my gimbaled cameras in there anyways. But hey, you know, we gave it a try. We hiked up all the way up and over the top of the hill, all the way to the other side to see if there might have been a hidden back entrance. There was another waste rock pile up there, but unfortunately, it all is caved in. So that's it. That's all that this site has to offer. That's how it goes sometimes, guys. You know, you have high hopes for a site. You drive all the way out there. This one here took us about, say, 2.5 hours to get out here, only for it to end up like this. It's all a part of mine exploration. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming along on this Wednesday adventure. It was still a lot of fun. I got a bunch of good exercise today, but that's enough for me. My feet and my legs are now rubber. It's time to go home and rest my legs. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming out. And I'll see y'all again this coming Saturday. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.